welcome back to our podcast reviewing every single CT Quick. I'm passing it off to you.
What was... And welcome back to the worst podcast ever. Now here's every slur in order.
No! Producer, cut the feed!
Cut the feed, cut the feed. We're gonna lose the best podcast competition. Oh, we're never gonna make it now.
Oh, we're never
Now that you've said every slur.
We're never gonna make it to finals. Airbud's gonna beat us at podcasting.
Do you think this is what the writer's room for, like, Adult Swim in the early 2000s was like?
Yeah, probably.
Oy. Okay,
Welcome.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, professional streamer moments. I'm still pulling up your stream so I can see what's happening on your actual screen.
Oh, this is just the starting soon screen. We like to have ADHD, and everyone's yelling at me about being late.
Well, I wanna read chat.
Oh, yeah. You can read chat once.
Well, all right. First chatter I see. Okay, deleted. You're banned permanently. Feed scout now. You said hello. You're banned forever.
For good now. Oh my God.
can't. Guys, stop posting. I'm not allowed to read chat anymore.
Everyone stop posting. Listen, CT only has 5 gems. That means they need to play for 12 hours to earn those other 5 gems, and then they can spend the 10 of them to read a second chat message. Or, CT, if you'd like to, you could go to the gem shop, and they've got plenty of gems, so you could read as many chat messages as you want.
All right, chat. I need $13 for another gem. They cost $13. Please.
Please. Oh, hey, it's the stream that got leaked by CT asking about curses? What? Leaked?
I didn't leak it. I like prefaced it that was what the stream was for.
Looks around scared.
Yeah, I was asking people on my blog the other day, like, hey, what are your favorite curses? And then a bunch of people sent me cool things because I wanted to prepare for this stream.
Oh, I was like confused because like, okay, but the person who said that specifically also like predicted the curse stream about a month ago, right after the rune stream.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a pretty reasonable thing to predict, I think.
It's reasonable. Everyone's in trouble though. Everyone involved.
Yeah. We are all in trouble. We're gonna get put in a big box by the Wizard Council.
Oh fuck, Subspace Skater just tipped $13 to me. I'll spend that on a gem. For me.
Please. No!
Thank you so much, Subspace.
Withers away into dust!
Thank you so much for the subscription. Fine, here. I'll let you use my gem account for this stream, but don't go using these gems on anyone else.
Reconstitutes from the dust! I'm normal again. You take my gem and I age rapidly into dust that blows away.
Oh my God.
Jamie, did I tell you that like when I announced this stream on my blog a couple days ago, I got somebody in the comments that was like, teaching people how to curse is against my belief systems because that's inherently evil magic.
What?
I was like, all right, buddy. All right, bud.
No.
Like,
uh-oh.
Whoa.
Shit.
You're gonna get in trouble with the big old witch coven.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna need, like, fuck. After this stream, they're gonna be placing those fucking... They're gonna make my womb barren, CT.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Demon is that again? It's Zepar. Yeah.
Zepar?
They're gonna Zepar. Z-E-P-A-R.
Okay.
They're gonna fucking invoke the demon Zepar at you.
Fuck. I hate it when that happens.
He sterilizes people. It's really scary.
I don't want that to happen to me.
Certified Baron streamer.
May your streamer be barren. Oh shit, there's Corvus in the waiting room, fashionably late as usual.
Well, look who it is.
Yeah?
I'm here to learn about curses.
Oh,
Yay!
Welcome to curses.com.
Was there any necessary text for homework that we had to read?
No, there was not. And
Okay.
I will say that this stream, like the last one, I put together like a whole lesson plan. I had a bunch of images because like we were talking about magical art and everything.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have nearly as many images this time, and we might not even use a lot of them
Okay.
because this stream is going to be a lot more based on like reading shit from my notes, and I wanted to focus a little more on like modern magical theory,
Oh,
if that
fuck
makes
yeah.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
here's a good
Hmm?
question. If I Google curses, is that dangerous?
Right.
Will I like if I go to Google Images, are some of the images that I look up and find, right? If I find like a curse, can a sigil hurt me? A random sigil. Can people like
Like-
magical zip bombs on Google Images? Is that possible?
like that's an interesting question. I'd say like theoretically yes, but like not really. Like if you Google curses, you're not gonna find anything that's gonna like hit you with any evil wizard magic, you know?
Okay.
Like although that is theoretically something that you could try and make.
Because I would
Like a
love
cursed
to make
Morris
that.
worm.
Yeah,
Like a cursed
yeah.
Morris room. Yeah. That would be
Are we
awesome.
gonna talk about the Baron Womb rune?
We
Or
are.
we were-
We
Baron
already
Hex?
we
did.
were Yeah, that was and that is technically a curse. No, that's one of the
Oh.
goetic demons.
Really?
Like I mean, you could call that a curse. It's like so here's the thing with a lot of like this is actually probably a good place to start, right? It's
Okay.
a lot of magical like terminology. Like the words that we use to describe magic are very vague. Like you know how the word queer works
Mm-hmm.
for like, you know, gender and sexuality? That's about as precise as most like terms that we have for magical shit is. It's very rare that you're going to find something super specific. And so like for occultists, like for example when I'm writing my book,
Mhm.
um one of the biggest pitfalls that you can fall into, right, is actually I have a good example here. So I've been reading Steven Seagal's book, right, Way of the Shadow Wolves.
Uh-huh.
My favorite quote from it so far has been it's an ancient secret taught only to Chinese kung fu masters and Native Americans.
The,
So-
the two groups that a very racist person would think have secrets. Okay.
Literally, no, because for most of history, like the
Jamie
big
hit it on the head. I was out of the room. What?
Yeah.
Chinese kung fu masters and Native Americans.
You know, because they're
No.
so
The na-
close by.
The natives
Yeah.
don't have to learn. They don't. The Native Americans do not have to learn kung fu. By the way, I imagine they just get it for free. But the Chinese, oh, they got to become kung fu masters before they can learn this magic.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the perfect description of like the big pitfall that most historical occultists fall into is they see two cultures that they view as mystical or may
Mhm.
even have some sort of mystical practice.
Mhm.
And the big mistake is that they consider them the same mysticism, right? Like, oh, this is the
Mm.
same magic, right? These are just
Okay.
two different people that are tapping into the same shit. And that's never ever how it works, right? It's like cuz if you say it like that, if you say it like an ancient secret taught only to kung fu masters and Native Americans, that's ridiculous.
You
right?
sound like a tool. You sound like some ridiculous. That's like even like on a fundamental level, it's being like, you know, the Catholics and the Orthodox, they both got their shit from the same dude, a mystical figure. They're
Right.
practically the same.
Exactly. Yeah, great comment in chat. See discussions of shamanism, quote unquote, as a single cohesive thing. It's
Yeah.
exactly the same nonsense. It's just, and the term for that is called perennialism. It's the idea that there's like a secret, eternal truth hidden underneath
Oh.
all of these, like, all of this mysticism is actually just different plays on a single, like, primordial, eternal truth.
Hmm.
And so, when I'm describing magic, right? Like if I'm talking about magic from ancient Greece, I try to use the Greek terms for things, right? Like because the more that you look at it, it's a much better way to describe how magic works for a particular culture. Like the Greeks, like the ancient Greeks would describe it with the term magia, right? Which is just thing that the magi do. But there are several different sub terminologies that I'm not remembering at the moment. Like there's the rhizotomoi and the tetrakalos or something. Like, and all of those are all different types of people that are all theoretically doing magic in some way. Like they're all doing the kind of same basic thing, but they are kind of seen as fundamentally different types of people. But then there's also, like, in indigenous Egyptian religion, you know, the shit that they were doing like 2,000, 3,000 years ago. Actually, 3,000 years ago. Egypt is very old. They have this entirely different concept called Heka, just Heka. And that's it's not comparable with what the Greeks were doing. Implying that ancient Egyptian like Heka performers and like rhizotomoi from ancient Greece are doing the same thing isn't really true. It's easy to call them both magical practitioners because that's how we understand them now. But it's like they were fundamentally different things. It's like the difference between a priest and a rabbi. They may fill similar social roles, but they are doing fundamentally different things within the structure of their culture.
Okay.
Is that making sense here?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so all of this is basically a preamble to the fact that when we say curse, what we mean is just some sort of malicious magic. It's basically if you're doing a thing that's intentionally magic to hurt people, you can call that a curse. It's not necessarily the most accurate thing. You wouldn't want to put that in an anthropology paper, but it's a useful way of talking about it in like semi-casual contexts like this.
So basically what you're saying is like I could do a ritual or a rune, and those would both be curses if my intention is like to cause malicious harm. A lot of different stuff falls under the umbrella of curse.
Listen, Jay, all I want to say is that if you're writing a paper on your rune, you're gonna get laughed out of the room if you call it a curse. Okay? Your thesis board is gonna laugh at you. They're gonna throw their pointed hats on the floor. They're gonna shoot fireballs at you, and everyone's gonna get really mad. So don't even think about using the word curse in a paper.
There are people that talk about it like that. And a lot of it just comes from where it's where the particular cultural structure of magic came from, right? It's like, you know, every a metaphor I like to use is seasoning. It's like basically every culture has a version of seasoning, and even though it's like completely different based on the culture, like if you have Indian food, that's a completely different set of spices than say like German food, but you're both seasoning shit, even though you're doing completely different things. It's just like the step in the process. That's kind of how curses work. It's the magic part where you hurt a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. We had some interesting shit in chat that I wanted to touch on really quickly. Is Heka as in the practice of Heket? Kind of. So Egyptian religion is very weird in the sense that like every god is also a concept. So Heka is both a force and a deity, right? And I believe the deity form is referred to as Heket, but it's like there's no difference between those two things. Like you perform Heka at something, but it is also like Heka is also a god. Am I making sense here?
Yeah, I think so. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay.
You set him on fire.
In one easy step.
Oh, help!
Hey,
Hey, that was a good help.
thank you all so much for the subscriptions and the bits while the stream was starting. My question
Yeah. Yes.
is, okay, so is there a
Mhm.
wrong way to make a curse, right? Like, could I fuck this up and accidentally curse myself badly?
So what? So before we do that, before we talk about this, we're going to talk about like. So a really good way to think of magic is a lot like cooking, right?
Okay.
It's like if I could sit you down with, some utensils, some ingredients, and a whole nice kitchen, and you could totally fuck it up, right?
Right.
Um, so, but if I just like let you loose in a kitchen and you didn't like know anything about cooking, like let's say you're an alien that had like never eaten food before, like you wouldn't really know how to do it, and you might like make something that would hurt you if you ate it. That's kind of how people talk about magic.
Okay.
So the way that we kind of structure this is you have different magical frameworks, right? It's like you're working within Jewish mysticism, or let's say like Germanic folk magic, or um, or like Germanic folk magic, like American folk magic, neo-paganism, like these these different frameworks, these different conceptions of magic are kind of what determines like it's like a cuisine. It's like Mexican cuisine or like English cuisine or German cuisine. Like they give you some goals to shoot for, and that's kind of what determines how good or bad you are at structuring a curse. And once you, the idea is that like you learn a lot about a bunch of systems, and then the idea is that eventually you learn enough to kind of get jazzy with it.
Okay. So throwing a bunch of different okay, that makes sense. Ingredients. I get this.
Yeah.
After I've made my first 6 grilled cheeses, then I can start saying, "Ooh, I'm gonna put some Italian seasoning in this little bitch."
Exactly. And so the more things you learn about, the more things you practice, the more you talk to other chefs, like you might pick up some shit.
Binging
and
with
you kind of
Babish of Magic, says Small Meat in the chat.
Yeah. And like there's a lot of stuff, like it's just been on my mind today because we've been talking a shitload about like anti-Semitism and conspiracy theories. Like people like to talk about like it's like, oh, this tradition or this specific system is like highly sacred and you're not really supposed to learn about it. It's like, that kind of Japanese sushi that if you make it wrong it's like extremely poisonous.
Oh, the fugu fish. Yeah.
Yeah, the fugu fish. That's more or less how that, like why that works. That's why closed practices are a thing. It's because like the idea being that like the magical ideas or esoteric ideas that you are working with here are very important to the culture at hand, right? And that it's not really something that like for some reason or another people have agreed that like this is not something that just anyone should play around with because you might eat some poisonous blowfish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the real version being that like if you fuck around too much with Kabbalah, you're not gonna like explode and shit yourself to death. You're just gonna be racist. So, but you can still talk to people about it, and that's kind of the point here. We're just kind of like okay. So
I think what CT is trying to say, Jamie, is you're not allowed to make a curse. Not yet.
not
You
yet.
have to attend more sessions. You have to study more curses. And then once you understood them, then you can even think about beginning.
Yeah, and
Consider making a curse.
each session is going to cost you $450, dickhead.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have joked about the gems earlier. Fuck.
And if you mess up a single thing, you're going to get sent to evil hell.
Fuck.
Especially if you don't pay up the gems.
Exactly. If you don't pay up the gems, I literally cannot protect you.
Other people will be allowed to curse me. You'll give them my fucking IP address.
I already have a curse on you, and every 24 hours that you don't give me a gem, it's gonna hit you.
That's the scariest shit ever. That's now
There's
okay.
it's a dead man switch.
See, that's the trick, right? That's why mobile games work, is because they encode curses into the code to trick people into buying gems, right?
Exactly.
It's
Same
not
with YouTube
psychological.
thumbnails.
Yes. See, a YouTube thumbnail is a type of curse.
Literally, there is a theory of magic. Like there is actually a framework
Mhm.
that pretty convincingly conceptualizes advertising as a form of magic,
Yes.
and therefore annoying ads are like evil magic.
That is personally, that is like some of my favorite shit ever, is like studies and research and like modern magic theories that go into specifically the internet and like digital spaces and how it interacts with like the concept of magic. That's fascinating to me. I've always loved that, and that is like some of my favorite shit to learn about. Ad blockers are a counterspell.
Kinda, yeah. So which brings us to our basically the foundation for our evening here.
Mhm.
Is so we are going to work. We got to pick a framework to work within, right? We're going to
Okay.
pick our tools. We're going to pick our cuisine. And so for the evening, I'm going to use what I call furry neo-pagan info jazz,
Yeah.
I
which
like
is
where this is going.
which is basically like, so what you were just referring to, Jamie, is called chaos magic. That was
Okay.
developed in the
Of course.
it was developed in the mid 90s, and it became really popular on really popular on the internet, right?
Mhm.
It was kind of perfect for being adopted into the internet.
Mhm.
And now that a lot of magical communities are on the internet, like there's been a sort of big old magical melting pot of a lot of different ideas kind of mixing and blending. Like you've got a lot of popular neo-paganism combined with like shit from the old secret schools, combining with this whole bizarre milieu left over after the new age. And so there's like the thing that most people do now on the internet, if they're not like devoted to a particular hard system, is this kind of weird boundaryless milieu that I lovingly call furry neo-pagan info jazz. Because
Okay.
because here's the thing, the one of the main vectors of chaos magic on the internet was actually the furry community.
Really?
Yeah. There's some actually like interesting shit in like there's this concept called the post persona that I really vibe with.
The post persona?
Yeah, it's this concept.
Explain.
So it's like, can your persona be a concept? Like, can your persona be truth?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like postmodernism and like, what do you call it? Like anti-constructionism, whatever the fuck Deleuze was doing. It's like that.
I think it's the opposite. I think a persona is farther from the truth.
I don't know, but it's like that is kind of, it's extra wacky, which I think would make it fun to be a like it's a fun framework to work with it, right? Because you can kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, like, I think the fundamental aspect, I mean, if we're looking at this conceptually, is that if there's a fundamental universal truth, if there's a single point of knowability, of things that are yes,
mhm.
existence, life itself, us, we're a deviation from that.
Right. But
And
here's
so
the thing.
therefore a persona, a split, a copy of a deviation, it's got to be another deviation, and in fact perhaps even a smaller deviation.
Right, but the thing is that a lot of a lot of historical occult thought is based on the idea that there is this eternal like truth underlying all mysticism, and that we just need to like there's this quote, the light is one but the paths are many, right?
Mhm.
Like the idea that there's this eternal and unchanging truth, and we all just have to find it.
Mhm.
And maybe every religion on Earth has like a little shred of it, and it's a nice thought, but it usually just means like, oh, the truth is whatever I think it is, and if you disagree with me, you're wrong.
Right.
Puppies
And
and kitties.
so, exactly. And so like a lot of the sort of chaos magic framework of a cult is a direct like it's a direct resistance to that idea. It's this idea that like truth is something that is created. Truth is something that you can build like a building out of ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of where this idea of the post persona comes from. It's like, no, whatever you think a persona is, I'm just gonna keep putting personas outside of that boundary until I control the shape of the boundary.
Okay. Writing that down in my notes as infinite persona machine.
Right. So okay. So then. Okay, purposely pushing the boundaries to try and find a boundary and then going beyond it and claiming it as your persona to almost like manifest destiny, the realm of what a persona can be.
Yeah, it's the idea is like it's like whatever I want my persona to be is my persona. And like I will not be constrained by ideas of like what like anyone else thinks a persona
Even
should be.
constrained by time, my persona will change and mutate.
Exactly. Can a persona be a flow of ideas? Okay, Jamie, I'm sending you our first image of the evening.
Oh, fuck yes, images. Waiting so patiently.
All right. So what I am sending you is one of the oldest physical pieces of evidence of a curse that we have in history.
Oh, it's
not
large. Holy shit.
Oh, is it really large? I got it off of Wikipedia. Whoa!
Big
Oh my
fucking
god!
image.
Holy
yeah.
shit!
We love huge images.
Now the fucking slab is here.
Holy shit.
So okay. So this bad boy, the slab right here, this is what's called a defixio. So Jamie and Corvus, what do you think you're looking at here?
I think I'm looking at wait. Okay, I was gonna say a stone, but this is not a stone. This is this a leather?
It's been described as the slab, so I think this is carved into some sort of clay. Yeah, that looks like that absolutely looks like a rock-ish material carving. Okay, I'm gonna say I think this portrays you said it was one of
I
the
see the
earliest
X.
curses, right?
The X is there.
I think
That's funny.
I think
There's
this
a
is a
house.
message of ill will.
There you go. Like, so okay, I'm not sure if this is the direct translation, because I pulled this quote from a website, and I'm not sure if this is like a perfect translation or if this is even the correct one. But so this a defixio is a Greco-Roman curse tablet. That tablet is a curse, right? Or it is the medium for a curse. I'll explain it in just a moment. But in ancient Greek, that says something along the lines of, Lady Nemesis, if you retrieve my stolen cloak and boots, I will dedicate them to you. Let the thief who took them pay for them with my blood, or with his blood.
Oh, it's a curse about someone stealing shit. So it doesn't actually have like the name of a recipient. It's a generalized fuck whoever stole my shit.
Yeah. So and it is written on what I believe is lead. Like I believe that
Lead.
is heavily oxidized lead.
Oh, okay. That's fucking awesome.
So okay, if you can zoom in on some of the pictures there, like some of the
Absolutely.
little characters.
I recognize. Didn't we talk about this X last stream?
Yes, we did. These are magical characters. These are
Yeah.
non-linguistic magical characters. If you want to be a super academic occultist about it, they're called characters.
Oh.
Say it the French way.
I'm not gonna try that.
No, it's a yeah, caractères. It's the
Caractères.
French is a disgusting language, and no one should use it.
Oh, they got a fucking triangle with circles? Fuck. I'm drawing
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. See the little pyramid there? You see the IAO.
The IAO, yeah, right, right there.
IAO.
Ew.
Yeah. So you've got the text and you've got the magical characters, and that's kind of what makes it magic. So what we've got here is evidence of a methodology of magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of books, there's a lot of like old occult texts that have like instructions for making curse tablets like these. There's a couple, yeah, there's a couple essential ingredients, right? So it's like we've picked the dish that we want to make. We want to make ourselves a curse.
Right.
So we got to get our ingredients. First, you need something to write it on. Usually you want it to be some kind of fancy metal. Usually, like gold is usually the best. Silver, lead, bronze, something like that. And that will occasionally matters, right? Like if you're trying to hide something, you want silver. If you're trying to be looking for wealth, you want gold. If you're trying to do something evil and nasty, you want lead.
Evil lead. Okay. Question. Computers are made out of so many different components. One of them is lead, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Interesting. I'm not forming any ideas. I'm just drawing conclusions.
I believe like most computer circuitry is silicone.
Silicone. Is a chat
Silicon.
weigh in? Anyone who knows anything about computers, is there lead in the construction of a computer? Just anywhere. I'm curious now. I feel like I've misspoke by saying that with my mouth. Okay.
Two main materials found in motherboards are fiberglass and copper.
No lead?
Copper.
Yeah, copper.
Does copper do something?
Copper is associated with Aphrodite. It's usually used in defensive magic. If you're making like a magical shield or like something to protect yourself, you want copper or bronze.
Your computer was made to protect you, Jamie.
My computer was made to save me and protect me and take
It's
care of me.
blessed by the goddess Aphrodite to protect you.
My computer fucks.
Jan Caltrop says, "Why would silver hide something? I would think it'd be associated with revealing. It's associated with both." Wink, wink. Wiggles eyebrows mysteriously. Yeah, the moon is all about cycles of revealing and occluding. Let's see. In modern Kyrgyzstan, you can put curses on cassette tapes and unspool them at your enemy's property, so electromagnetic curse storage is legitimate. That's so fucking cool. I've never heard of that.
Awesome. What?
That rules. Let's see. Pokemon Lily, silver like mirrors. Actually, it's copper like mirrors. That's why they're like, the female symbol like for copper and Venus and everything. Well, it's a hand mirror because what hand mirrors were made of in ancient Greece was highly polished copper. And so the idea being that you're using a reflective surface to kind of bounce the evil magic back at your enemies. Let's see. Okay. I like that big link that you just like spread across the whole thing.
I love links, okay? They make me happy forever.
So, okay, so you've got the thing that you're putting the curse on, the kind of the base, and the material that you make that out of matters. And then you've got what you actually want to write on the base. Most Defixio, like the way that Defixio work is it's about like a desire. It's like, I want money, please give me money. Or, but you want to usually attach them to an existing god, right? You have the thing that the curse does, and then you have the thing that gives it juice. Like it's, I want money. And then you say, I want money, fucking Hades, if you give me money, I will kill a dog and bury it next to this curse tablet for you.
Okay.
Like, I will sacrifice a chicken on top of this curse tablet to you. And so once you've got your base, you've inscribed it, now like the curse is kind of built, and then you dedicate it to a god, and now it's got juice. So if you get your thing, you just gotta follow through on the curse, or the god will get mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically how every Defixio worked. Like this one in particular invokes Lady Nemesis, goddess of revenge.
Lady Nemesis is the coolest fucking name.
Right. Well, that's where the word nemesis comes
Nemesis
from.
comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
I think she had 2 super blades that she killed sinners with, or whatever. That's just me, though.
Something. I believe the Aranese just have whips in the mythology.
Hmm.
Or no, she's not an Arane. She's Nemesis. Well, regardless, I'm mixing up all of. I'm a fake hack occultist, and I'm mixing up all of my Greek mythology.
Oh, you tell me this now?
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
okay, I've never read Percy Jackson. I couldn't even tell if you were lying or not.
So, like, do you get the kind of concept of building a Defixio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you spell Defixio?
DEF
DEF
IX
IX
IO.
IO. Okay, I could have sounded that out, but I didn't want to misspell it and have all of the occultists in chat laugh at me until I cried.
It unfixes your IO.
Yeah. And but the thing, the tough part is that it's a Greek word, so the plural is not Defixios, it's Defixiones.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
So, okay, oh shit, how do you spell that?
I will
Probably
fuck
NES
this up, so
after.
I'm googling. It always looks weird, so I'm sending it to you here.
You should set your category to just chatting. What is it set to right now? This is art.
Yeah, this is art. We're making art.
This is a type of art. I'm setting it to fucking education so you learn something. Everyone start learning.
Yeah. So okay, if you were I don't know if, like, obviously I'm pretty sure you don't have any like lead tablets available for carving, so we
Probably
probably
not.
have to. Yeah. Or any gold tablets.
Probably not a gold I have an iPad next to me.
It's been a while since I've been to the ancient temple. So, no, I'm out right now.
Yeah. So, okay. Now we're gonna jump forward into history a little bit, because there's a lot of different ways to cast curses all throughout history. We could spend a lot of time talking about a lot of different things that may not necessarily help. So we're gonna jump ahead to like we're gonna jump back to that furry neo-pagan info jazz, right?
Okay.
So these aren't hard and fast rules, but these days there are more or less like 7 laws of magic for this type of shit, right? The first 2 were generally developed by this guy back in the 1800s named James Frazer, who was one of the first people to try and do like a comparative mythological study. Like, he'd go around and learn about different mythologies. Now, he was one of these guys that thought that, like, you know, every culture on Earth had a fragment of this greater truth, and his version of these mythologies is very Christian. So,
Okay.
like, he's definitely worth reading. Just like, you have to understand that he's a perennialist.
Okay.
So you've got our 2 first ones, right? It's the law of contagion, which is once together, always together. Like, Jamie, if I like held you down and ripped out a piece of your hair,
Don't do that.
I could cast a curse on that piece of hair, and it would affect the rest of you,
Okay. So
right?
Okay, one smaller separated part can still affect the whole.
Yeah, once together, always together.
Okay.
And then we've got the law of sympathy, which is like attracts like, or the image is the thing, right? Like if I took a picture of you and then pumped some magic into that picture, I could cast a curse on you through there, right? That's a valid conduit for magic.
What was that called again?
The law of sympathy.
Sympathy.
Pertinent to the law of simping.
Law of simping.
Yeah, see, I'm a sympath, which means I can curse you with my mind.
I can curse you through pictures.
Okay. So, are these both still... These two laws, they still interact with the tablets and the requirements for gold and silver, correct?
Kinda, yeah. It's like the idea being that like if you had a tablet, you could juice it up with some hair or toenail clippings or blood from the person that you were trying to curse, right? Like the idea with these kind of modern rules of magic is that they they can kind of be slot into a lot of other things. These are very vague kind of general concepts, like you should mix flavors in your dish, shit like that, right? Let's see. You've got the law of correspondence, which is basically things look like what they are, or the real fun occultist way to refer to this is as above, so below.
Oh, I've heard that before from the movie.
Yeah, this is the fundamental, like this is how people thought astrology worked, right?
Okay.
It's like, okay, the heavens kind of reflect what's happening down here. Like it's all, the world is one big system, and so by reading the gears that are really far away and big, you can read the gears that are really close and like normal, you know?
Right.
Am I making sense here?
That makes sense. So it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like the idea being like this is a very Christian way to see the world. It's very like everything that you see is just an aspect of how God works. And so if you combine it all together, you get God.
Okay. Okay, so it's like everything has a mirror and is connected.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's all like one big ladder.
Okay.
Like the large affects the small.
That makes sense.
Christians love to assign objects and beasts to a chain of command.
They fucking love organizing things in big pyramids. It's like their favorite thing. All right. Then we've got the law of consent, which is no injury done to the willing or his works. It's a lot easier with your cooperation.
Okay.
Basically, this is the idea that you have to believe in magic for it to have an effect on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would call that the law of covering your ass.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I think that's wonderful, and I think that law continues to persist today.
Yeah.
I think that law is real. If if you call someone cringe, the only person who's gonna get really upset by that is someone who would believe that cringe exists to begin with.
Exactly. Like especially with a lot of like modern magical ideas that are just like, well, what if it's advertising? Like, what if trolling is magic?
Mm-hmm.
What if we just start using like magical ideas to fuck with people? To like just like make people annoyed online.
Ruins your fucking like Discord server via magic.
Literally, yeah. Like that's kind of the clever hack that people figured out with the law of consent is like, oh, we just need to structure spells as things people already believe in and understand. Like emojis, shit like that.
Yeah, I cast a spell on your Discord server. I called the spell I lied about you to all of your friends.
I think I made a post about it the other day, but it was like If storytelling is just a special kind of lying, then so is casting spells. Like, casting spells is also just a special type of lying.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Lemonilo says, carves a call-out post on a lead tablet. And I feel like that deserves to go in my notes.
Fucking lady, fucking
Lady
Lord Apollo.
Nemesis, get this asshole.
I prithee, Lord Apollo, I have slaughtered 2 fattened hogs if you will get his ass.
I provide to you hogs for your nourishment.
Okay, then you've got y'all may know this one, the law of equivalent exchange.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's from movies and TV.
Oh, I've heard of this from media. Basically, this is like the big one from alchemy. This one originates in one of the only female. No, this originates in one of the only.
I wanted my memo to take the joke.
No, I'm going to talk about it.
Yippee!
So this has its origins in the historical figure that is considered the OG alchemist, right? The first alchemist in history. And one of the only female alchemists, actually, a woman named Maria Hebrea, or Maria the Jewess. Although, it's like, I know that Jewess isn't, like, offensive to say, but it feels really weird to say that. So I prefer to call her Maria Hebrea.
That's fair.
But yeah, like, her major work introduced this idea of equivalent exchange. Which is partially based on earlier Hermetic writings, which are the thing that actually Isaac Newton was studying when he invented the second law of thermodynamics.
Huh.
Yeah.
We love that for him.
No, the law of thermodynamics that energy cannot be created or destroyed, directly from a Hermetic magical manuscript.
Good for him.
Yeah. Turns out it's a very useful way to look at the world. Maria made this one. Well, and so one of the most valuable things about, studying magic, in my opinion, is it's a really great way to understand, like, how things become important to people, right? It's like, what makes a good, powerful story? Like, what gives an idea or a shape or anything else gravitas? And a lot of it is this idea of ritual. It's this idea of, like, it's a thing you do every day, or it's like every day you think about this, or you give it a special place in your house. Like, this idea of, like, kind of sanctifying it in some way. You can make a thing special through ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of where a lot of thermodynamics and law of equivalent exchange comes from. It's like, things become important because you've put in energy, some sort of work, some sort of story or mythology to make it important, to make it powerful. And people like to go nuts with that idea, but it is, like, it's one of those, like, fundamental things at, like, the heart of magic. Let's see.
Yeah, the magic sword is magic because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't say it's magic.
Exactly. Like,
but we do, so it is.
Well, and it's just like, look at, just any, like, oh, this is object that was owned by historical figure. Like, it's a little more important than, like, a random other pen or pair of shoes or something. It's like, oh, this is really cool. Yes, this is a major part of pop culture paganism. And it is both, in my opinion, like, the best thing about pop culture paganism and the worst thing about pop culture paganism. Because it's like, it's how we get shit like the people that turned Lovecraft's mythos into an actual comprehensive occult system that actually kind of fucks pretty hard. But it's also where you get shit like people worshiping Captain America.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
This is my Rainbow Dash Tulpa.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, next we've got the law of reciprocity, or the law of triples.
Everyone loves
So
triples.
basically, it's the idea that like if it goes around, it comes around, right? Everything has kind of recoil to it. Like this is why
Almost like you
for-
could say, almost for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction.
yeah, but it's also why like oh, how do I describe this? How do I describe this? It's like I know I have this in my notes somewhere. Oh, this is also the idea of like if you don't know where it's pointed at you, right?
Ooh, that's fun.
This is
And
why,
scary.
yeah, this is why if you ask about curses in any like witchcraft online space, it's they're gonna say like, listen, before you start setting shit up or like trying to like actually pump juice into something, you need to set up like wards or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's to keep it from hitting back at you, to keep it from like blowing up in your face. Which like if you're looking at it from the supernaturalist perspective, right? The idea that like what you are doing is actually manipulating some sort of supernatural force, that's a safety concern. But if you look at it from an anti-supernatural perspective, like we're like, you know, we're doing special lying, that's the ritual element of it. That's part of what makes it powerful for people, right? It's the fact that you're doing all of this work to kind of build a space and engineer this entire atmosphere that makes it feel like what you're doing is more important than, you know, drawing some goofy symbols on crayon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I believe we are almost done. And then there's the law of reversal, which is that which is done by magic can be undone by magic. For every spell, there's a counter spell. For every ritual, a counter ritual. Every ward can be hexed. Every curse can be dispelled. However, this does not mean that the countermeasure will be easy or efficient. And this is basically like magic is kind of a process of lock making. It's like, yes, you can make a perfect vault, a perfect and unbreakable vault by just sealing something in a welded steel box, but you can't get into it. The idea
And
is that
someone
like,
can also come along with a welder and, with time,
exactly,
open it.
And weld
exactly.
you.
Get welded, idiot. Let's see, is that 7? Am I missing something?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, perfect. So there you go. Those are your, like, we've got all the basics here, right?
Okay. So is that
Now,
like a is that like the 7 laws of magic? Is that called anything, or are these just 7 like hand-picked things about magic?
these are basically 7 hand-picked things about magic that I am calling the 7 laws of magic because they are things that basically any modern practitioner can agree are laws of magic.
Okay.
It's like basically any modern practitioner will say like, yeah, that's more or less how it works. Like, but these aren't like hard and fast rules. Like nobody wrote these down in a book somewhere.
Okay, that makes sense.
These are CT's handy dandy 7 rules of thumb for magic. But part of magic is like making your normal bullshit sound like it's more important than it actually is, so I'm calling it the 7 laws of magic.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, based on all of this, I think if we were to try and start constructing the streamer's rune, I think we've got a solid base here. What do you say?
Okay. Yeah, 7 laws. Presumably should be... the material is my one problem.
So, okay, let's talk about other physical ways to represent a curse. right? So we've got this kind of base of, having a material and then carving something into it. One of my favorite other examples of how to structure a curse is there's this American, like Dutch German book of magic whose name I am tragically forgetting at the moment, that has this entire system of building curses out of like you find bobby pins, like you steal bobby pins from people and then you bend them in very specific ways, like you kind of bend them into special shapes,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's what forms the curse. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, so you can basically do anything. You can basically use anything. You can do that, like, instead of using lead tablets, you can use emojis. Like you could use you could use carefully organized playing cards. Like you can use literally anything as long as there's a methodology behind it, right?
Okay. So.
And I will say, part of it is like if I can look at something and go, that looks like magic, that makes for a more effective curse, Like the scarier something looks, that's important. Half of magic is pageantry.
Okay. So, I guess this is a curse for revenge. What are some
Okay.
other curses that people, I guess, have made? Are there other examples of like different ways people have used curses? Like, is there a defensive curse?
Let me pull up my notes on some more Roman defixio. I will read you out some more defixio.
Okay.
Actually, I can pull up my copy of the PGM.
Sanity asks, does a defensive curse equal a ward?
Well, a ward's just a ward.
A
like,
ward is just protection. A curse is malicious.
Yeah, you're cursing a guy if you're just doing magic to hurt him, and if you're doing magic to protect yourself, that's a ward. That's not it. Darn. Hang on. I'm looking through my notes. I got all sorts of. Where's my PGM?
I think a defensive curse is a magic bear trap. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I've got a rune to protect me from haters, right? But that's I feel like that's sort of like low level insurance, That's just protecting against haters.
We can call that a ward.
Okay. You're looking for the real life version of a Twitch auto mod.
Ooh. Okay. Consider what if we, like, a common way that a lot of, like, especially like Mediterranean curses from the 4th century would get their juice, is the idea is that you're binding a spirit into the spell. Like you've got some symbols on a thing and they trap a spirit in it, and then you kind of make the spirit do all the work.
Okay.
So what if we made, like, not necessarily a, like, trapping a spirit and then binding it into a Twitch auto mod? What if we did, like, the hater version of that?
Trapping a hater's spirit.
And unleashing him upon your enemies?
Upon your enemies. Okay, so here's my question about the spirit thing. Would you have to go to a place that is presumably haunted and trap the spirit from there?
Potentially.
Because I have access to a ghost.
If you have access to a ghost and you're comfortable putting that bitch in
in a situation.
In a machine?
Situation? Kinda. I mean, although I don't know. Would the question CT, would the demon bird rune thing from last stream be applicable for this idea? Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I'm talking about here. May every suicide bait be directed upon the electronic lines by Hermes himself be sent to my enemies. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I think trapping a hater spirit and unleashing it on your enemies is what a call out post is. See, an automated call out post, you know? That would be perfect.
Hmm.
Forcing a ghost to be a Twitch mod. That's my problem, is like, is that ethical? Right? Is that enrichment for the ghost? Or is that or am I at that point a death magician? Am I evil? If I go to
that is
where
that is technically necromancy, yes.
Shit, okay, but I want to be a necromancer is the problem.
I think maybe just like we shouldn't do necromancy on twitch.tv.
Probably not. Might break TOS if my channel becomes for real haunted.
Let's see. I'm kind of vibing with like what else could we do here? We could potentially like there is a concept that you can do of like the idea being that you're sort of building a spirit from scratch. By just kind of giving it a little body, giving it like an image that a spirit can manifest within, and then you can have a little servitor that like beats up your enemies.
So by creating a little digital vessel, an empty vessel, and basically declaring this is the spirit now. Sort of the okay.
There's a concept in ancient Greek magic called a kolossoi, which people like to call them like ancient Greek voodoo dolls, which is not what they are. But it's a similar concept of like you kind of make a person and then you control the person by fucking with the doll. But you can also use them as just kind of like you said, an empty vessel to like just kind of allow a spirit to jump into your little empty vessel. It creates a guy. It manifests a guy.
Manifests a guy. Okay. So I'm thinking our little warden character should have maybe the proportions of a little house. Maybe it's like yeah.
Okay. Let's pause this for a moment.
Go ahead.
I believe like a good way to start here is we got to figure out what our little guy's going to do, because
okay.
The shape of the vessel that we build for our little guy is going to be important. We want it to be suitable for the thing he's doing, right?
Right. I'm still thinking defensive curse for some reason, because I don't have a target in mind. I have a general target. Then you shouldn't
be cursing. If you don't have someone to curse, we shouldn't be making a curse.
Rule
number one.
If you don't know where it's pointed at you.
Oh shit. So this little guy almost killed me then.
Yeah, he almost devoured you. He fucking mauled you. Let's see. I like the idea of kind of like, what did that chatter say earlier? It was like, may every suicide bait against me be reflected back at my enemies.
See, that's sort of what I'm thinking. I don't have a specific person, but I have a genre of chatter or enemy in mind, you know? I have this idea of those who wish me harm on the internet. You know, not necessarily haters, right? Because the rune of the haters, that just makes Soppy turn off the stream and go do some other shit. That just makes Soppy go watch Germa, right?
Exactly.
Soppy does not wish me ill will unless I'm playing like Minecraft, in which case he wants me to blow up so he can laugh. That's fine.
Exactly.
Little haters are fine. I need something with teeth. I need a little guy with teeth to ward off the real haters.
So okay. One of the best things for magic, like it seems like what we want to do here is create a sort of like automatic landmine or a bear trap.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, and the idea being like if you fuck with me, my little guy's gonna get you, right? So, great thing for magic, rule of 3. What would you say are your top 3, like the top 3 things that you want to like that you don't like on your stream, and then we will write out an instruction for our little guy. Like, if this happens, you do X.
Okay. Yeah. 3 things I don't like on stream. Those fucking follow bots. Those suck, and they're made by real people, so I feel like that's something that could be defended against. What are some other things?
Ooh, for follow bots, what if your little guy gets to eat them, and he gets to grow more powerful?
Oh, forever. Oh, eat them. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
eat all follow bots.
Eat all follow bots. Okay, so 3 different things, and for each different thing that we're defending against, it does something different to each.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one would be, and I've only ever had this once, hate watchers. Okay. So this is an interesting one, because normally these types of people don't really, like, interact with the streamer very much, but ages ago, back when I was playing, what's the game? It's the one with the MILF in it. Fuck. Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, I was trapped in the robot factory of Resident Evil, right? And somebody, this was like back when I had first started streaming, so I was like basically streaming to like 10 people, and ostensibly somebody came in and it was like, wow, you're playing like shit, you're not doing this very well. Like, it was not a hater, right? It was just a hate watcher. They had no relationship with me. They were not planning on building one, but they were watching with their eyes glued to the screen to criticize every little thing.
Okay. Oh no, Teethy in chat says send visions to the hate watchers.
Send visions. Yes.
So our little guy will torment them with visions. Hate watchers send visions.
Okay.
Torment with visions?
Question mark?
Question mark?
Okay, and our final instruction.
Final instruction. I have to think of a third thing that is caused by humans. Backseat gamers is a good one. But, I don't always mind backseat gamers, because I'm pretty bad at video games.
Is this because I told you to jump off a cliff in New Vegas, and then you did? Is this because I told you God wants you to jump off that cliff?
It's unrelated. But you know what? Maybe we should add backseat gamers to the list, just in case. This one is... I'm thinking about this one, because in cases... Okay. In cases like New Vegas, where I'm playing through, I don't like it when people tell me, like, oh, go to X place in order to meet Bebo. He'll give you the slub gun, you know? That spoils everything. Right. Just tell me to go meet Bebo. Spoilers.
And, okay, for stuff like this, it's always better to, like, write down, like, 6, and then cut them down to the good ones.
Okay, okay. Then spoilers...
Oh, this is a thing for haters. Haters love to do this.
Gamers. Yeah. Give them slow internet. Oh, that's a good one.
Eat their internet? You can offer their internet to the servitor. Everyone affected in chat, the stream is not real. Jamie died 2 years ago from leukemia after they put a cool rock in their shirt pocket to take home, which turned out to be a chunk of raw uranium. You are experiencing a Class P4 anomalous hallucinatory event, meaning none of this information should sound familiar. Turn off your computer, stare in the mirror, and look at your face. You should see something wrong. Focus on it. The illusion will unravel. Good luck.
That's can I also say, first time that person's ever chatted, it's highlighted on my screen with first time chat. This person decided to use their first ever message on this channel. Incredible.
Yeah, so if you have any sort of psychotic disorder, fuck you, I guess.
Yeah. Hashtag unreality.
God, can you imagine? Like if you're high right now, it's just nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
You look back at the James 17 stream and it's skeletons and skulls all over screen.
The skeleton appears.
Okay, spoilers. Backseat gamers.
Okay.
Haters is too broad. Haters is too broad, right?
Haters is too broad. That could be like if you're gonna put haters, you've got to have another thing that's like as bad as haters.
Exactly, right.
You want every point of this triangle to be kind of balanced, you know?
Right. Okay, Kaba says bigots, but again, it has to be balanced. Like follow bots is a mid problem. Hate watchers is a mid problem. Bigots is like if we're measuring with like fucking bars, these are our normal issues that we're trying to prevent. That is bigots, right? And if we're going with law of like equivalent exchange, right? If we have an unbalanced triad right here, then this part of the triad, something's gonna go fucking wrong with it. So it's not going to deny bigots, it's going to summon them instead. So I feel like, yeah, we have to go with medium-sized issues here.
See, now you're thinking like a wizard.
It's math I can handle because there's not any numbers right now in front of me.
Let's see, spammers, advertisers.
Advertisers is pretty good. Like okay, advertisers as in like companies, or advertisers as in like those people who come in and be like, this isn't as good as my stream.
Does that happen?
A long time ago, yes. Because there's a difference between like when someone raids you and you ask like, how was your stream, and they talk about their stream for a moment, right? Like you chat with a friend for a moment about how their stream went, and then probably the raiders are all making references to their stream, and that's fine, right? I don't think it happens as much anymore, which is why it wouldn't really be a good thing to waste our third spot here on. But a long time ago, it was pretty common for people like with like just assholes who just started out on Twitch to go into like active chat rooms and say, hey, I'm streaming in 10 minutes, come watch me if this guy sucks. Which admittedly is pretty funny.
Yeah, that is very funny. Somebody asked, what's something that you hate in your Tumblr inbox?
There's a lot that I hate in my Tumblr inbox. That's a good question.
Because there's nothing specifically binding this to Twitch. We can have a servitor that works on both Tumblr and Tumblr and Twitch.
Okay, so a servitor that just follows around my online presence.
Yeah.
Okay, post-hole idiot. That's funny, Atomy. I like that. That's fine.
Servitor, it's like just a spirit that serves you. It's like anything that you control. Like it's like a little autonomous being that you control in some way.
Okay, I have it. Right? Repeated jokes or joke spam, right? I don't know what the actual like term for this would be, but it's just when like people get so latched onto a joke, and it's not people who follow you and watch like every single stream. It's people who have seen a joke you made in a video, right? Like ages ago, and think it's like the funniest shit ever, right? And will constantly repeat it to you. That happens on Tumblr as well. Like if you make a popular post, you will like just get nonstop DMs about it. Like I still get fucking DMs about like Parakeet Helmet or fucking Sparky, if anyone gets that reference. I'm going to go insane. Yeah, exactly, Kaba. Are you censoring Germa's name? Yeah, I am, Teethy, okay? I am. There, that's going on the list as well. Germa's going on the... No, I can't put Germa on a curse. I don't want to curse Germa. I'm not.
Yeah, don't
Why
curse
not?
Germa.
My problem. Okay, yeah, no, that I was gonna say, I don't want to curse Germa. I don't like that there's an inescapable comparison to Germa because I'm some sort of goof-ass white person with something wrong with them. That doesn't mean I'm Germa.
Let's see, Clampshell. How do you reward the servitor so it doesn't become vengeful against you for binding it to do all this work for you? Usually, it's like. In my opinion, it's like if you've got 3 commands for it, its reward for one of them is that it gets to eat that person. Like I believe our
Right,
thing for
okay.
this one is it gets to eat all the follow bots.
Right, eats follow bots, gets to torment hate watchers with visions. Man,
Mm-hmm.
we are having
Gets
some
enrichment.
trouble with this third one.
I'm liking this joke repeating thing, but we gotta like, we gotta find a good like concise way to refer to it.
Exactly, yeah. Joke spam. Joke spam is one word, says JBT.
Making like usually like making up words for stuff like that's a pretty good way to like squeeze some ideas into one.
Bit forcer.
Hmm.
Dead horse riders. Dead horse riders.
Ooh,
Damn.
I like that.
I like dead horse riders actually, because
Mhm.
that's yeah. You know what? Dead horse riders. That's
There we go.
You know what? I do like that one a lot. That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
What happens to a dead horse rider?
Hmm.
Can you include an option for the servitor to renegotiate its contract? Okay, everyone is asking about the workers' rights of the servitor, so I do want to ask. Can you retire a servitor?
The idea is that we're kind like you want to offer them as much as possible, right?
Right.
Like you've got a little guy, the more that you can anthropomorphize him, the better. Like you want to give him as much joy as possible in his life. So,
Okay.
like the idea is that he's kind of fueled by his duties, right? It's
Okay.
like you want him to be a guy that enjoys eating follow bots, that enjoys tormenting with visions. I think with dead horse riders,
Steals the horse, says chat.
yeah, we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
I do like the idea of stealing something.
Yeah, I like the idea that our little guy benefits from everybody that he kills.
Okay, so with follow bots he gets sustenance. With hate watchers he gets entertainment. Maybe with dead horse riders he should get shelter?
Maybe he gets power.
Power.
Like he becomes stronger. He gets to devour the joke itself.
Eats the joke. Devours joke.
Devours joke.
Devours joke. Horse devours.
Horse devours. I love spelling things wrong, and everyone can see it. That's my
Tee-hee.
favorite part of spelling on stream.
I love it.
I love it. Steals original jokes before they can make them. Oh, shit.
Ooh, there you go.
A temporal joke stealer.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Devours writers' unmade jokes. Maybe.
Yeah, it absorbs. He gets to devour their comedy potential. Like he grows stronger because he eats their ability to make jokes.
Devours potential. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. I like that it just eats follow bots. That makes sense to me because I feel like a follow bot is, in terms of like spell power, probably on par with like a servitor we could make. So I like that, and it'll get stronger with every kill.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. It will
There we go.
torment you with visions. It will eat robots, and it will devour the potential of people who repeat the same joke multiple times. So listen, everyone. Listen, everyone. Get in your -2s before the stream is over. Because every time after this stream, I'm not saying anything, okay? I'm not saying you're in danger. But your jokes are.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. So now we've got our three commands, right? So the idea is, so here are the three things that our servitor's gonna do, right? we need to give it a body, a shape, an imago or a figura, to use the fancy occult terms.
Mhm.
We want to give it a body, a form that is conducive to these activities. Like we want to give it a shape that'll make it really good at these three things.
Okay. Okay.
And you're the artist here, so like just do whatever you feel is correct.
Do what you feel is right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I feel like
It should come to you.
it should.
Yeah.
It's already with me a little. I think. It's got eyes to look at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of how we can transmute hog into what we want.
Transmute hog.
It is time to oh, an anglerfish. Okay.
Mm.
But that's sort of a lure.
Yeah. I am liking hog as a base.
I am liking
Like-
hog as a base.
The more familiar that he is to you, the better that you can kind of picture him in your mind, the better a body it's going to be.
Agreed. Alright.
Cheshire grin, big fucking mouth.
World's happiest hog. World's most joyous beast.
Just, like one of those, an expression that says me when I'm normal.
Me when I can be trusted around you.
Me when you can put your fingers through the bars.
Alright, we're gonna start with... I think we're gonna start... Where is your mouth, little guy? Okay. That looks like that's your mouth right there.
Let me
So-
see if I have any images saved in my computer that you can use for inspiration.
Oh, give me some images.
I might have some images for you. Let me look.
Most joyous beast to oppose world's most depressing chat member?
Let's see, images of spirits. Let's see.
Oh, Jamie, a while ago I sent you a picture of the forever persona.
The forever persona? Hold on, let's go look at your...
The eternal persona.
Let's go look at your eternal persona, Corvus.
Oh, very good.
Oh, I can tell this is yours.
It's not mine. It's just
This is
it's
this
one.
is your forever persona because of
I'm
the
not
horsey.
trying. I'm not trying to project.
This is your horsey. I love this, Corvus. This is so good.
Ooh, I like that. Oh yeah, so this is from like a weird cult website called the Spiritual Research Foundation.
Alright, let me go look. Okay. Interesting. Looks scary as hell. Significantly
like-
scarier than ours.
These are like evil spirits.
Okay. We're trying to summon a neutral spirit.
Here's my favorite picture of the demiurge.
Oh, your favorite picture of the demiurge?
Lay Demiurge.
Only sad demiurge.
It's like sad demiurge.
Lay sad
It's
Demiurge.
Lay
I
Sad
knew it.
Demiurge.
I knew it. I don't even have to see it. I knew it was Lay sad Demiurge.
He's so fucking sad.
I knew it was
He
Lay
is.
sad Demiurge.
He's so sad. Where's...
Sorry, Jamie, you were not trying to summon a neutral spirit. You want it to eat people and steal their creativity. That's technically neutral compared to what you could have a spirit do to people.
Yeah.
That's like not the worst thing ever. Like spirits can make your womb barren. So
We
I
want it-
feel
we-
like this is half
see.
decent.
So
What's up?
you said one of the rules of magic is that for every spell there can be a counter spell. Something can be made to undo something. So, I mean, like in the case of this kind of a curse right here, this triple curse, what's an effective way to like undo it in case Jamie messes up severely and we need to call in like the Ghostbusters?
Oh god, that's a good point.
Oh,
Oh God.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, there are exorcism rituals and basically like exorcism equivalent rituals for basically every culture on Earth. So
Mhm.
you would just need to find something that along those lines.
Okay, so
Okay.
if I fuck this up and it unironically starts to destroy me, my life, and my channel, I should
Mhm.
just exorcise it from my channel.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Call me and we'll do a whole stream about doing the streamer's exorcism.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. So let's hope
Yeah.
we don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Showing sincere appreciation for James 17 might be an effective counter curse. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If this thing's supposed to defend against haters and turns out to be a hater, then yeah, if I guess that could be part of the exorcism. That kind of makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
It's you have to be nice to streamer.
You have to be nice to streamer to banish the dark spirit. Okay. Now, does this thing get a name? Does the servitor get a name?
You can name it, but that's what you want to do last.
Okay, because I have
That's-
a name in mind, then let's
Okay.
keep creating this thing.
Because giving it a name, that's like the sort of button you put at the on the very end. Like that's kind of smashing the champagne bottle against the side of the ship. That's what makes it real, is giving it a name.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm enjoying this sort of slug-like lumpy nature to our creature.
Yeah.
It needs something else though. Does it need like a hind leg, do you think? Should it be maybe like a combination of...
You know what?
What?
The vibes that she's giving right now?
Mm-hmm.
Jerboa.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
was gonna
thinking-
say...
Jamie, you love that.
I
You love that when
do
people
love
bring up the
jerboas.
jerboa.
They're one of
So
my
I'm-
favorite little mouses.
I'm thinking long springy legs for chasing down the haters.
Oh, good point. Oh, good point.
Yeah.
And before we give it those legs...
Wheel.
A wheel!
Real.
A
Wait.
wheel!
Wait. Okay. Give him skinny little jerboa legs for chasing down the haters, and then give him a single wooden wheel under his chin for crushing them beneath his might.
Oh, like a rolling pin.
Yeah, like the wheel of war. That's fucking great. That's fucking that's like biblical imagery there. It's like the wheel of judgment, like breaking
Mhm.
like breaking sinners upon the wheel.
Oh my god. She's gonna be so powerful.
She's gonna be. I'm loving how this spirit's shaping up here.
World's strongest little servitor.
Yeah.
Girly, we need to make you less transparent. Oh no,
Girl,
everything's
become
vanished.
opaque.
Oh
Girl,
dear.
please become opaque.
Please.
Girl, please. Where are you, girl? Alright. Little leg there. Let's fucking craft some feet. There we go. There we go. Little fucked
There
up
we
jerboa
go.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to look at, what are you gonna look like with ears? Are you gonna look too personable with ears is my problem. Because-
can we do like evil little curvy bat ears?
Did you say bat ears or bad ears?
Bat ears.
Okay. What does a bat ear look like?
They're kind of like
Feel it in
teardrop-
your heart.
They're like teardrop shape. Yeah, like that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Hate watchers torment with visions, follow bots, eat them. Dead horse riders devours potential. Needs that wheel.
Let's
wheel.
see. Can we give him an antenna to beam the visions into the haters' heads? like a transmitting antenna?
Like a radio dish?
Like a radio-
Yeah.
Should that be like instead of a tail? Instead of a tail, it's got a little radio
A
dish.
radio dish? That's
Hmm.
hilarious.
Or wait, where would a radio dish go? Okay. Circular
A
object.
serpent is not a pogo stick. I'm thinking about that one possibly I don't know if it's real fictional account where at a discussion on theology, a professor supposed that before it was forced to slither on its belly, the serpent, dictated through in Genesis, bounced on its tail, much akin to a pogo stick.
What, you didn't?
No, I assumed it crawled with like cool dragon legs because when I went to church as a young individual, I like to imagine that all of the things were fun and epic.
What if the Bible was epic?
MatPat's new gamer's Bible.
Church, but what if it slayed?
RuPaul's new epic gamer's Bible.
Here he is. This is one of my favorite demon illustrations.
Oh, show me this demon illustration.
I would love to see this demon.
Oh, these are all so fucking good.
Right?
Okay, first I'm gonna show these in order that you sent them. Nope, I've
Okay.
already done the wrong order. I think I missed one. I did. I absolutely instantly missed one. Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah.
The demon made out of people.
I don't know if that one's a demon. I actually forget where that one's from.
Peephole demon.
There's a dude like pooping into a guy's mouth.
That's awesome.
We love that for him.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
him.
That's
so
for fur.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. I unironically
wheel.
fucking love it when like demons and spirits and shit look like that.
Objectively dope.
Just weird, freakish, like dream creatures that can't exist in reality. I love that.
I feel like almost we should take off the legs and do something then.
Yeah,
What if?
I really like the wheel
I
idea.
like
from
the
earlier.
wheel idea is my thing. Yeah. So what if it's all inside a wheel?
Ooh, he's like one of those things from Kirby. That's just like an eye and a big wheel.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what they're called.
I think they're literally called wheelies or something.
Okay, so should
Oh,
he,
yeah, there's a couple of different ones. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, those bitches.
should he
those
be
bitches.
inside the wheel, or should it be his mode of transportation and he like rides on top of it?
I think I think he needs to ride on top of it because he needs a way for his vicious maw to devour
Right,
things.
for his vicious maw. Okay.
There's
good point.
wheelies and grand wheelies.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like a
But he-
wedding ring.
The wheel needs to be like thick for crushing shit.
Yes, right. Needs to be a thick fucking wheel. Oh, he looks like he's running so fast like Sonic.
We could give him little exhaust pipes.
Oh my god.
There's also the Rex wheelie and
yeah.
the wheelie scooter.
Those are from Air Ride. Those are from
Yes.
Air Ride. Yeah, I remember my video games.
But that's just a gaming.
That's just a gaming. A gay gaming.
A gaming. Me on my way to devour the haters.
Plays these like adorable Kirby songs as like people scream.
As I crush them underfoot, under wheel,
Underwheel.
hits you with my epic bumper.
Underwheel, new Undertale sequel announced by Toby.
Underwheel. It's Undertale, but they're all wheels.
Sequel to Cars.
Fucking deal with it, idiots, says Toby.
You will deal with it.
You will
My
deal
new
with
fixation.
this. You will deal with this, or I'll kill another character.
Hey, you're gonna draw Gaster as a wheel, or I'm gonna get very mad.
This is advanced OC creation. Yeah.
He looks so stupid. I love him.
I love him. He's so good.
There. so he's like hanging off the wheel a little bit. He's got his like fleshy
this
top that
Yes.
sort of
CT,
sits on
this is-
both sides.
What if we gave him like really big buff arms?
Then he like crawls towards you with. I wish he had little
CT, this is
T-Rex arms.
Just a recycler now? They have 6 legs. They don't have wheels.
What is a recycler?
It's from
Oh,
Amber
from
Skies.
Amber
They're like-
Skies? Oh, I haven't gotten that
Yeah.
far.
They're like synthetic rats that have 6 legs.
Fuck. Runs towards them.
They eat things by opening up their rib cage.
Objectively dope.
It's very dope.
Oh, I really like little T-Rex arms, but does that? Okay. Hate Watchers, follow bots. And Dead Horse
I like-
Riders.
I love that the wheel is part of his body.
Okay, wait. Something we could do for Dead Horse Riders, right?
Oh? Oh?
What if he's got a lance?
Yes! Yes!
Here's them
This fucking rules.
to knock them from
To-
their horses.
To knock them from their dead horses.
Yes! Yes! Joust beast.
New type of joust beast has been spotted on the internet.
Yes.
Give him back
Beware.
the antenna. I feel like the antenna is almost too. I don't. With his white coloration, I'm sorry, but the antenna made me. And I hate to say this, but the antenna made me think of the Reddit beast, and I do not
I
want
was-
them to be cousins.
We just need another method that he can beam visions into people's heads. Like he needs
mhm.
some. There needs to be some visual element that corresponds to each of his duties.
Right.
A harpoon gun with a USB on the end.
The Reddit cursed. Tum beast. Whack with stick to give visions.
I feel like if you whacked with stick to give visions, then the stick would look a little bit different. Fuck, what's a lance look
Yeah.
like? I have to Google
Uh,
lance. It's like a
does-
pointy
does-
stick.
This Joker doesn't even know what a lance looks like.
Oh, okay. I was gonna absolutely put like the lance part on the wrong end.
Yeah, I knew
Aw.
you would.
This is more like a staff, actually.
Typical Jamie behavior.
This is some serious Jamie behavior right now.
This is some serious goofy shit.
Pulling a Jamie.
Don't do this to me.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's some it's a thing in a lot of magical art where it's like you represent what a spirit does by like how it's depicted, right? And one of the ways you do that is you give it it's like a guy, but then you give it like a non-human head, and then you give it like an object in each of its hands that represents one of its duties.
Okay.
So we've got the lance for one, we've got the mouth for another, and like the mouth and the wheel. I think we need like something it can hold in its other hand, or I'm not really. I'm trying to think.
Holding an iPhone or a tiny TV? What were the three again? It's Hate Watchers torment with visions. Follow bots eat them. Dead horse, maybe glasses. What if it had little glasses?
For torment with visions.
Yeah, for torment with visions.
Let's see.
Unless this is gonna look real stupid. We'll see. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. I. Okay, actually, I like the eyes being reversed all of a sudden. That almost works for me. Like, as the third thing.
Ooh, I like that. What if we give him like TV static eyes or something like that
Oh, TV static eyes is really good.
to show that like he can talk to you through the computer?
Where'd your second tooth go, buddy? Wait, his second tooth vanished at some point. Is that his choice? Should I
no.
leave it?
Nah, he isn't done yet. He's still at this point. He's still technically a shell.
Okay, he's gestating.
Yeah, he's growing.
I'm gonna be a beautiful mother after this.
Yeah.
Everyone can call me a MILF after this stream. All right.
Yay!
TV static. Lots of choices. Are we thinking like classic static, or do we want to go a little bit fancy with it?
Do what feels right.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to make this myself. Let's see. Effect. Pixelate. Let's start with a... Oh, that's not going to work because this has no color. Okay. First, we need to add color to this. God, I'm not using my usual fucking Illustrator layout because my usual layout is ADHD hell. Alright, do that. Okay,
would making fan art think fuck up the whole curse? No. It would, technically, it would just give it more power.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
go ahead, chat. If you want to draw this sick little fuck whose name I know and you don't know yet, then go ahead.
Yeah, like, okay, so, like, if we're, like, within the magical system that we are working with, right? We're not, like, we're not creating a physical thing that, like a spirit isn't like a cloud of gas that haunts an object, necessarily. Like, this is going to exist on some theoretical higher metaphysical plane, and so every time you make fan art of this thing, you are basically creating an exact double of it. It's like it exists in two places at once. Right? You're just kind of making its body bigger.
You're just
Does that make sense?
it more powerful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for one of these that would eventually fucking give me static if I... Oh, okay. No. Texturizer. Glass. Which one of you is gonna give me fucking... That's not it, but that's pretty. Oh, there we go. There's static.
We're adding another part to the probability cloud of its existence. I think that's how that works, yeah.
Probability clown?
If Jamie keeps making curses and we all make fan art and empower them, we could take over everything.
See, that's the trick, chat. I have no idea how to game algorithms, right? The only way we're making it big on the internet is if we all work together and we all make enough curses that something bad happens to every YouTuber except me.
We simply have to collectively wish ill will upon everyone else. Oh, God.
It's
Recipe for making the most toxic Twitch community possible.
It's a legitimate strategy.
There's this famous 4chan post that's like, this guy, like he posts a picture of like a notebook that has like really intense looking text in it that's just like, die, 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 I hate you, die. And it was like trying to manifest ill will upon David Lynch. It's like, I've been writing in this notebook for every day for 30 days. I'm gonna unleash all the energy at the full moon. It's like, why are you cursing David Lynch? It's just like, just to see if I can.
Fuck, it's not working. I think I know why. All right, I'm gonna have to do this the classic one eye at a time method.
Are there any witch communities on 4chan? There is the X board, which is a place that no one should ever go. It's for like paranormal shit, and it's basically just, it's like 10% people having psychotic episodes, and then like actual psychotic episodes, like people that genuinely are like mentally ill and need help, and then it's like 90% people fucking with those people. It's like not a great place.
Stay far away.
Yeah, don't.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I feel like we've imbued this thing with power by how much CPU this thing's eyes take up now.
Oh my god.
Literally just moving them is like making my computer overheat.
Jesus.
I think that's good for the ritual, though.
Yeah, I think you're good. You're giving it some real intense eyes.
There we go. extra funny to me because that's just like pixels. That's like 100 pixels at most, and it's
Right.
made because of how it's rendered outside of like our field of vision. Like if I hover over it, you can see the actual size of the eyes that isn't rendered. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's good for this thing. I feel like that's
Yeah?
good for it.
What do you like? What about spokes for the wheel?
Ooh, spokes for the wheel. What do you mean? Like little spikes
Like
on the edges here?
like at the moment the wheel kind of looks like a wedding ring a
Right.
little bit. Like if you could make it look like an old medieval wagon wheel here, or like
Ooh.
here, hang on, I've got some images.
Okay.
You ever played Bloodborne?
Nope.
Okay, hang on.
You should play Bloodborne.
I've only ever played Dark Souls 2, and I
Okay.
might do the Surge 2 at some point.
Bloodborne.
If you ever decide to do that, I am 100% down.
I might try that
Okay.
after Fallout then.
Okay, let me get you this picture. Here we go. That's a good one. All right. So this is kind of what I was imagining.
Waiting patiently, jumping up and
Mhm.
down. Okay. Okay.
Like that type of wheel. We want something a little obsessed with like brutality.
Right. Kind of a mean looking wheel.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Step 1, figure out where this thing is in relation to perspective. Let me just trace over it. Come on, there we
How
go.
does our little friend steer? I still feel a tail might be of aesthetic and symbolic benefit. Well, we've got it has to be symbolically meaningful in some way, you know?
Because it's got the eyes for vision, the teeth for
Mhm.
eating, and the spear for hurting. I feel like symbolically it doesn't need a tail, and I think that's almost
Yeah.
important.
I think it's probably like I think it's just about good. I think if you add a little more to the wheel,
Yeah.
it'll be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it uses the spear for balance.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it uses it as a crutch to move around, maybe. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, he can row around on the wheel like an oar, like an oar.
Alright. What's wrong with these? Why won't they line up? Go! I activate
Go!
fucking combiner mode. Combine!
Yay!
Like two dope-ass Bionicles.
That was the coolest shit. I miss Bionicles, man.
The Bionicles so fucking cool. Tahu.
I had a
attack.
huge box of them, like, when I was growing up, and I eventually gave them away to one of my little cousins, but, like, the resurgence makes me wish I kept them, you
Every
know?
single day you wish you hadn't. You wish you hadn't
Sometimes
brought
I do.
joy to a child's life.
Yeah. Well, I don't, like, my problem is, like, I don't know how much they used them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope they used them. I hope they had fun with them.
They're making, I think they're making, like, one last Bionicle or something. Or something for, like, a fucking promotional thing, and I'm really tempted.
Right.
Because it'd just be, like, a little thing to have. I love to have little items.
Yeah.
Alright. Spokes. How many spokes should it have, do you think?
I think 8.
I
Like,
was
that's
thinking that.
generally...
Yeah. How do you give people points for saying something good in chat? Respond to it with your favorite emote and say this. Like, for example, me
with
responding to
a carrot.
Solvin. There you go. That's how you do it.
All right, Jamie, I'm sending you an image.
Okay. I do like images,
You love images,
except for all the times I haven't.
which is strange and unusual for you.
Yeah, whatever. You hate me.
Fine.
I don't.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's take a fucking look at this.
Oh.
Rise thy honor night and day. While honor guard be far away, to rise not high, but fall not far, ever streaming rising star, I name thee blank. Oh shit, you haven't named it yet.
Ooh.
Discord, grant this thing your powers, and I will pwn 50 noobs in your name.
Hell yeah.
Corvus
love this.
rocks.
This does rock.
What's it do?
Protects thy honor night and day, while honor guard be far away.
I love that. I like that it even rhymes.
Oh god. I have to come up with a rhyme for this little guy.
You don't necessarily have to come up with a rhyme, but it's better if you can.
It's better if you can.
Everyone loves that. It's more magical that way.
It is. Rhyming is fucking cool. It's magic.
Because you put more time and effort into it, and by putting time and effort into it, you make it more powerful.
Exactly.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I should have just done. Why?
Thanks for noticing.
Mods, can we squish Corvus until small, please?
Mods, shrink this guy.
I'm getting so small.
Help! Help!
Help, tyrant streamer.
But it is getting to 9 o'clock, so I do think I have to hop off and say farewell.
Well,
All
Corvus,
right.
thank you
It
so
was-
much.
You can't squish me.
Why not?
Sakura Bomb, unsquish me immediately.
You cannot do that. You cannot squish.
Why not?
Thank you, Scout. Unsquish me.
No. Everyone
Please?
use exclamation
Thank
point
you.
squish Corvus.
Thank you. No. Sakura Bomb just unsquished me. No. 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 I'm getting so tiny.
They shrunk him so hard that he disappeared.
They shrunk him so small till he was tiny, and this is the saddest shit I ever saw.
Morty, this is the saddest shit I ever seen.
Rick and Morty finale. Final
He just
episode.
gets shrunk. Imagine if that was actually how it ended. It was like, I'm sorry, everyone. They shrunk Rick until he went away. That's the end. There's no more Rick and Morty
no
anymore.
More Rick and Morty, okay? We're sorry, everyone. Rick and Morty got really small, and we smoked them in the bong.
It's Morty just looking at the camera and saying that they shrunk him until he went away, and then it just cuts to black. There's no more Rick and Morty anymore.
I think that would be a really good ending. I think that would be poignant and brave, and that would finally get across the point that Justin Roiland was, trying to make when he made the show,
It's my understanding that like everyone working on that show is basically like they all fucking hate it and they're only there for a contract.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Like
So,
everything that people tell me about the show is just how much the show very clearly hates itself, which is so funny.
I kind of there's a special thing that can only happen in a writer's room with nothing to lose. And I fucking love the idea of like just intentionally nosediving a show so you can leave.
Yeah, just the fact that like the studio orders 8 million seasons, so you're like, huh, how do we get out of this? I know, we'll tank the ratings.
I like that is my dream. I dream one day of like getting on a show and then getting to ruin it completely.
Riverdale fascinated me because of that? Riverdale was trying to do that? Oh
Well,
my god.
Riverdale is just like, okay, we have the rights to this edgy like Archie show. Let's just do stupid supernatural type shit. Like like let's just see what we can get away with. Like they weren't necessarily trying to make it bad. They were just trying to like make it weird.
That's weird. I guess that's weird, yeah.
It's like if somebody gave me control of Rick and Morty, I would like intentionally do like weirder and weirder shit to see how I want to like I wouldn't like do weird unsettling shit. I would just do cringy shit until like see what people would defend. It's like, yeah, so the thing about the shrinking episode is that like it's actually really deep. Like
That's so funny. Hello,
like
one question. Does C4 count as a curse of explode? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think C4 exists within any broader occult framework. Although, if
I-
you nothing is stopping you from constructing an occult framework around C4.
Yeah, I feel like nothing exists for it, but a framework could be constructed and C4 could be introduced to the occult world.
Exactly. There you go.
Because remember, C4 is a plastic explosive, so you could carve a rune in it. Don't do that. Don't
Don't do
TOS.
that is terrorism.
Here at James 7T, we say no to terrorism.
I would like to amend my earlier statement regarding ISIS. You do not, under any circumstances, gotta hand it to him. It's like my favorite fucking drill tweet of all time.
That's really good.
You do not, under any circumstances, gotta hand
it to him.
Like, my favorite drill tweets are the ones that are like still that you can use in like actual political situations.
Yeah.
Like, my other favorite one is fucking you Mr. President, this is your lawyer speaking. I am advising you to keep posting this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, why won't you two combine? What the hell?
Combine.
There we go. That's it. I'm going to make a cursed bionicle next. That's it. That's what we're doing.
That's it. I'm cursing your bionicles.
That's it. All of your fan favorite bionicles that you have, like Liwa. Fuck, I love like a group of characters that I have to name. That is like my favorite shit because I can never remember them. Like, without fail, I will fuck up at least one name. That is why I love being forced to recollect the TF2 characters. I don't know shit.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I've played the game multiple times, and I can, for the life of you, either forget or make up at least one character. It is... I love it.
Crabwagon in chat asks, I have drawn an interpretation of the beast. Are links okay?
Oh, fuck. Shit. I don't think I can... links, you can try to post a link, but I think they're automatically... Oh, you're a subscriber so you can post links, I'm pretty sure? Yes, subscribers can post links. Thank you so much.
All right.
Go ahead. Name them all now, name all the mercs. Well, now that I've said I can't name them, I would do it perfectly, so remind me later.
I do like anytime... anything that's like a group of characters that have stupid names, like, do you remember the name of those 9 like George Lucas aliens? And you're like, oh yeah, there's Geeble and Poobar and Dumpus.
Shit. Crabwabbin. Fuck. You could add it on me on Twitter or send it to me on Tumblr. My Tumblr is just James7T. You could like send it and ask or message it to me. I just joined hearing about adding runes to C4, so it sounds like the stream's going great. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Unironically, it is.
Yeah, we've got a fucking creature. Fucking, okay, Sigma. Check this shit out. Bet you didn't expect this, huh? This is our little fucking servitor. Hey, Jim, what are the directions? Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
What are the cardinal directions?
I don't want to talk about it.
Be nice. Listen, sometimes we forget where we are spatially, and that's okay.
And that's fine when that happens.
Don't do drugs. Anyway.
Anyway, I forget why I was here. Pasta power. Goodbye, kids.
What is pasta power?
Yeah, that's what the old Mario show says. He says pasta power a lot.
Oh my, really?
He does. Yeah, me and my partner watched like the entire thing back in high school. We did not enjoy any of it, but we watched it out of compulsion.
What's that fucking quote? Like, remember kids, if you do drugs, you go to hell before
you die. That's
so scary.
That's everything to me. That's what it is. Go to hell before you die. And I would know. I'm Mario.
I've been to hell. Oh, Jesus.
The Mario affliction takes CT.
Chat, help, I'm turning into Mario. As depicted by Lou Ferrigno.
Alright, This one needs to be a little bit higher up.
Yeah, fucking. That is my brother Luigi with a whole spaghetti alonzo informaciano.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario. Hello, Mario.
Best fucking video, potentially, of all time.
It's such, like, perfect comedic timing. Like, it's written like a joke. It's so good.
Good. Oh my god. Considering the implications of a Mario-based curse.
Chat, stop it. I'm becoming Italian.
Alright, let's see.
Informazione.
Mario! The killers! They've escaped!
Mario, we're in Undertale.
Mario! World of Undertale!
Come on, kid. Let's go save Undertale. Tool!
This
You-
fucking...
You can tell that CT and Jamie are out of bits because we just start saying, "It's me, character. I'm in Undertale."
Listen, it's also that point in the night where the creature's becoming alive, and we're getting hit by dead horse riders. Devours potential as we speak. Holy shit, okay.
To be fair, it's an
God.
extremely good bit. It's just like, it's one of these bits where it works with literally anything. Like,
It's just my
any-
favorite voice, too.
if
It
you
makes
can
me
do,
laugh every fucking time.
if you can do a voice, it's just funny to put them in Undertale.
Yeah, it's... if you can do a voice...
Hypothetically, for the sake of argument, let's say that I am in Undertale.
I was thinking, right, like, okay, how do I put Bumpo the Riddle's prince in Undertale? But that's just an Undertale character. That just sounds
Yeah, that's
like
just
an
like
Undertale.
literally an
That's-
Undertale
yeah,
character.
That doesn't even work because he already sounds like he belongs in Undertale.
Exactly. Like that's like already. It's such a good bit that it's in Undertale.
That's a good bit that Toby already did it. Fuck yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I moved him and it's rasterizing artwork.
Yes. Yes.
Now it's doing it again. Okay.
I love this. I
think
love this a lot.
his other arm needs to be slightly larger. There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
The beast.
Fuck yeah. This is the beast.
All
Fuck
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
One last thing potentially.
Okay.
So his little ears kind of look like horns. Do we
Mhm.
want to make them a little more ear-like?
A little
before
more
we...
ear-like. That seems like a good idea. Oh, I forgot about number one trick with this little guy, and don't move him or else. Oh, computer hungry. Feed it 82. Why are there two of you?
Oh,
Gets-
computer hungry. Feed it 8,000 gigabytes RAM.
That sounds like if there was an Overwatch movie, that would be like Winston's cousin. Computer hungry.
It's me, Dunstan, the gorilla from the moon that eats computers.
He's like the antagonist of the movie.
I want to gobble all of your RAM.
Dunstan wants to unionize, and Overwatch has to go put him down. Is this thing furry or smooth? I imagine it like one of those like. Have you ever seen those like? I don't even know the name of it. It was literally on my dash today. There's like a green caterpillar that is just like a green bean looking thing. I imagine it that texture. Sort of.
Oh, it's like rubbery.
Yeah, it's like rubbery. This thing is like rubbery. I think its wheel is also rubbery. The entire thing.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I imagine them to be like if they existed in the realm of the demons, these would be handheld as fuck. You would hold these in your hand.
I see.
I feel
You
like
could-
yeah, you could like unleash a bunch of them. They would roll down your arm.
Ah, yes. That makes sense. You could release an onslaught of them, as it were.
I went to Tumblr thinking that, oh, did that person send me the link that they wanted me to see? And now I just have a single anonymous ask from 45 minutes ago. Post hole, idiot. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, here, we're making a spirit to stop that nonsense.
Soon I'll be defended from all kinds of scary shit like that. All right. The creature is grouped up. Are we ready? Are we ready to finalize him?
All right. I think, like, so last touch. We gotta assemble an icon, right? Where
Icon.
so it's like let's put him like right in the middle, and then let's put the text of what he's supposed to do like around him, like in
Okay.
like an important image that we can like drop on people.
Okay, in an important image that we can drop on people.
Right, like it's just you can, yeah. I like impact text. So just like we have the three things that he does, and then just the image of this guy.
Okay, the three things that he does, and just an image of this guy, and like, okay. Do they have to like surround him in the classic triangle?
They don't necessarily have to, but I think that's a good way to organize
I
that.
think it is, yes. I will have the spear pointing towards the dead horse riders. I will have the follow bots beneath the fangs, and I will have the hate watchers above and behind him because they are watching him, but they are not immune to psychic
Yeah.
blasts. There is
So
a reasoning.
okay. So we know what he's supposed to do, right?
Mhm.
Now we need to edit the text into like edit the text into three, like we got to simplify them a little bit. We got to make it more elemental, right? We know what
Okay.
he's supposed to do. Save those so we can remember what he does. Now, like summarize each of these things into like one word. Ono
Okay.
Tithi in chat already says torment, eat, devour, and I'm kind of liking that.
I do like that. This is a ravenous little fuck. I'm glad we gave him the fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Devour.
Although torment, like I'm liking torment, I'm liking devour. Let's change eat to something.
What was it? Torment, eat, devour. Consume? Are
Well,
consume and devour too close?
Yeah. Wait. Hang on. We've got torment thy watchers, devour thy potential, and consume thy followers.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm liking that. Oh
so
no,
should I
Tithi
write all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like for each, so it's like, where was it? Torment thy watchers, devour thy potential, consume thy followers.
Torment thy watchers. Devour thy potential.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
That's real good.
That's
Thank
real
you,
good.
Chatter. Oh no, Tithi.
Thank you, Teethy. That's really good.
Got some good wizard vibes here.
All right, now he just needs like an image to be in.
Yeah. Now we just need to put him into a savable image.
I feel like he needs a bit of a background too. And I feel
Honestly, I think we can just put him in a white background and that'll be fine. You can do whatever you like though.
Okay.
Although
I
giving him like a little border would be kind of nice.
Yeah, I think a little border, and then maybe like I want to texture his background very slightly, maybe.
Yeah.
That would. I think just some enrichment for his enclosure, so to speak.
Right. Make him look like an old school woodblock carving.
Yeah. All right,
Like he's straight out of a grimoire.
This sick fuck's straight up out of the grimoire. Let's see.
He looks like a mob in Elden Ring 2: Land of Undertale.
Whoa. Alright, put that there. The dark shadow of his intent.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. You know, you're pretty good at this whole graphic design thing.
Thanks! If given 8 more hours, I could make this look half decent. That's what's so funny to, like, do like art streams, because I take significantly longer than like everyone I know doing art, because I do it in Illustrator and because I'm a graphic designer, not an artist really.
Right,
So
right.
it is always so funny like when I do post like something vaguely completed and it just looks like way different than everything I do on stream, which is always these like very bare bones little creatures.
Right, right. I will say I like your creatures though,
Oh, thank
no
you.
matter how bare bones they are.
Oh, well, thank you. I do like this little guy. Here, let's position those a little bit. There we go. Maybe make the text on these a little larger. Ooh, you know what? Ooh. What do you think? Should they be outlines?
I'm liking the black text.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the black text works. Maybe for the top two. But they
It
should all
looks
be...
like he lurks in the back rooms completely motionless. He just sits there. You're walking through the back rooms and you see you see this poster.
I saw this in the back rooms at 3 a.m.?
Question mark?
Question mark red circle?
Arrow pointing to the red circle?
Arrow pointing to you.
To you. Drawing of a finger pointing at the camera.
Now, my last favorite thing to do, and my James 70 calling card on images, is random gradients in the background. These are important to me.
I love gradients.
I love gradients so much. I wish I got to live to the end of this war.
I fought long and hard for just a single gradient.
Mario, listen to me. If they ever make a new type of gradient, leave it at my grave.
Bury me in it.
There it is. This guy's straight up
Ooh.
raining on your parade.
I love this thing. All right. It is time. Now, you're like there's a lot of ways to do this,
Okay.
but we need something to mark the occasion, right?
Okay.
I think it doesn't really matter what it is, doesn't have to be too big, but like we're got to do the name ceremony now. Like this is
Okay.
going to be the thing that like okay, so we've given him physical shape, right? But a name is special. Like a capital N name is special. We're going to give this bitch spiritual shape, right?
Okay.
So like Jamie, what
Yeah.
are we going to name this beast?
Do I say it now?
You can say it now.
Okay. This beast's name is
Yes. And he shall be christened
And he shall be christened
anointed with the power of That's an excellent name. That is an excellent name. And he shall be
And he shall be Fuck yes.
All right.
Chat's
So-
going wild with
My friend, you now have your very own servitor.
Fuck yes. I love him. I love get on the note sheet. Come on. Oh, he's fighting me. Oh. There we go. He's there.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck yes. Alright. I'm making the note sheet a little bit bigger for him. E. R. M.
Yes. This fucking rules.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna add the last few pieces of tonight's knowledge to the note sheet. And then I think we have
I fucking
my
love
God.
your note sheet, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, what's up? Oh, hey. The Lord of Collapse, grovel at his mighty wheel and weep.
Yes. And yeah, feel free to give him as many epithets as you like. Epithets are like making, it's like reinforcing a spirit. It rules.
Okay. Fuck. Corvus never, named his little creature.
That's okay. Well, Corvus gets to name.
Corvus gets to name his, but that I do like Corvus's creature a lot.
I do like Corvus's creature. So this is your servitor. Will get to will grow in power as he is active.
Okay. So as soon as I add Tech to my stream, he will get more strong over time.
Exactly.
Okay. I will advertise all future streams as powered by Tech.
Good. Protected by Tech. Protected by Ermware.
Will get an upgrade at 2,000 followers.
At 2,000 followers devoured. That's what he does.
He eats people. Once
he's one of those.
Once he's eaten 2,000 bots, he gets a little hat he gets to wear.
You can do that. You can give him upgrades. Like, you can give him new bodies, but you gotta you gotta figure out some kind of ceremony to it, right?
Okay. So having here's my pitch. I'm gonna change the screen right now. Like, I have a BRB screen. We could have an screen, and chat. We could discuss upgrades for perhaps. Oops.
Yeah, it's gotta be ceremonial.
It's gotta be ceremonial.
You can't just give him hats willy nilly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this image of right? Like, this is his body. This is his shape in the world. You can't just give him new things and make him better. If you want to upgrade it's his new shape has to come with some sort of ritual element.
Okay. Interesting. We gotta sacrifice followers to every time we upgrade I have to ban the newest follower.
First person to chat gets banned and their essence gets sacrificed to
Now that's funny, but I do have to do that in that case.
Well, every time you ban someone, you can sacrifice their essence to
That's a good point. You have to P-rank all of Act 1 Ultra Kill and defeat the secret boss to upgrade I think you just want me to P-rank all of Act 1 Ultra Kill and defeat the secret boss. That has nothing to do with poor here.
Yeah. Leave poor out of that.
Leave poor out of this. Pushes you.
Oh my god.
Oh man. This was a lot of fun.
This was so much fun. I think any closing remarks?
No, I think I'm about ready to wrap up. We've built tonight, and it's a beautiful little creature. I'm gonna head us to the ending soon screen. Do you have any last words to say to chat?
I just thank you everyone for joining. This was I always enjoy doing this. This was a lot of fun. I would love to do more stuff like this in the future if y'all enjoyed it.
Hey, I would really love to do more. These are always so much fun for me. I love drawing. I love the act of taking notes and learning stuff. This is, unironically, this is really good for me to learn shit I'm interested in while I have ADHD. Because sitting down and reading shit for a long time can be difficult. So the fact that it's being explained to me and that it's cooperative really helps me get a grasp on these, and these are also fun. We always make something out of them.
Yeah, that's part of what I like about doing these streams is that there's an interactive element. Chat can answer and ask questions, and you can answer and ask questions, and there's we have something to show for it by the end. That's my favorite part of it, is that we make something collaboratively. That's a lot of fun.
Oh man.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, CT. Like I said, these are always a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here. And I think what we're gonna do is we are going to go on a raid. We are going to raid, who's live? Does Snapcube allow raids? Oh, shit, she does. Okay. We are going to say hi to Penny, everyone.
Go say hi to Penny.
We need a good raid message. The raid message is
Tell Penny the Wizard Council sends their regards.
The Wizard Council sends their regards and Everyone, thank you so much for being here tonight. This was a lot of fun. Thank you again to CT. Shout out to Corvus, who is snuggled up in bed by now. And thank you so much for all the follows. And all the bits and the subs and stuff. I know I didn't get to say hi to all those tonight, but I didn't want to interrupt the lesson at all. Anyway,
Yeah.
everyone,
No,
I
thank you.
I will be back soon. You'll know when. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
CT, do you have any closing remarks to the VOD watchers?
Don't eat food off the ground.
Okay. I'll try not to. Grins!
Grins.